Over here at My Daily Choice, they offer cutting-edge products backed by science and nutrition, Patriot-owned and also former military. They meticulously craft each unique formula in world-class manufacturing facilities, and you can certainly see and feel it in these CBD bath bombs, these wonderful little bombs. Every day is an escape to a soothing, aromatic paradise with HempWorks bath bombs. This box set contains 6 different scents, each infused with a different essential oil, along with 30 milligrams of natural, high-quality CBD. Yummy. Self-care has never felt so good. And you can get them right here at snarkycbd.com. Well, happy Tuesday, everyone. It's me, Deplorable McAllister, a.k.a. Linda Paris. And you can see my snarky website right here at McAllisterTVOnline.com. I want to thank my PayPals who have always been with me. And you are golden people from a golden place. And I love you. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have even gotten started on this. And I also want to thank the people who buy me coffees. And someone named someone... bought me 30 coffees the other day, and then Eric came along and bought me 40 coffees. Eric, I have to thank you for that. And also, I want to thank another someone who bought me some coffees. And I want to thank Lady Vigilant as well. Now, Lady Vigilant is part of the Blue Water family, and you can read her comments. I'm assuming you're a lady. On Blue Water's channel quite often. Thank you, Lady Vigilant. And so I wanted to thank those people. I got to thank the people who sent me things. Pam, I opened all your presents. And I'm going to do a video of all the presents I got. But needless to say, every single thing is something I wanted and needed. And also, if you like this channel, please subscribe and like the videos because they are just raping my numbers. Anyway, also I want to thank, and you too are helping this channel, and it's free. All you have to do is subscribe and like. And also the people who shop here. Now, if you're shopping here, you're getting the same thing I'm getting because I don't know where to shop for this stuff, but I do know about these 2 vendors. And so, therefore, I get a lot of products from here, and I'm a happy, healthy human. And you guys are also helping this channel. Now, Christian 21. But first, I want to show you something because my heat just came on. Yeah, currently it's 45 degrees here. And I woke up, and it was more like 35 in the house. This house holds the overnight cold, so it's going to come on and off. I can't turn it off. It's cold here, and this may not be much to a lot of you people because you're probably like in the minuses now, but down here it is really noticeable. So one of the things I want to do, let me get this out of the way. One of the things I want to do is do a little preview to this video. Now, I've edited it together, and we are able to learn a lot in spite of all the interruptions. The interruptions, I left them in just to prove it happened, and also they're kind of comical in a lot of ways. They add a note of levity, and it also demonstrates how persecuted we are as patriots and Trump supporters. We're persecuted people. You guys, swing low, sweet chariot. I don't know who all used to do that. Some comedian, every time he talked about any kind of problem he had in his life, he'd start singing that song. So, here's what I want to do. Now, there's a couple things I want to do, and I'm just going to change out this. I'm not going to do any fancy schmancy editing, okay? Obviously. but I'm going to get to this because it's important. So here are the freezes that I took from the video. I'll just cover up my logo there. And we're going to start with this one. Now, to my understanding, and we're not going to just stop with this one video. This is a series of videos. So a connection will be established. A good time will be, what is a good time to make a connection on Zoom between, we're in two different countries and there's an ocean between us. God only knows what's going on in the atmosphere between those 2 points. But my point is we will find a time that suits both of us where it's there's a lot less interference. This was Christmas Eve weekend, and it was on the weekend, so there was probably a lot of internet shenanigans going on during that time. So we're going to try to figure out what time is the best with the less interference and all of this. But I've had lots of talks with Christian 21, and he'll correct me if I'm wrong on this, but I'm going to try to go over what I know, what I have learned from Christian 21, and explain this to you, okay, as I see it, okay? So as I see it, this is Gateway 10. And he established in this video that this is an artificial gateway. I don't know who created this, whether it was created by reptilians or whether it was created by the people who brought them, or the beings that brought them here and dumped them into our galaxy, or whether this was created by the reptilians. I do not know. So that's a question for Christian. But it's Gateway 10, and it's a gateway from other places in the galaxy to our solar system. I guess I said that right. I'm not a big science person, so this is like not exactly a cakewalk for me. Now, this is looking down at the top of planets that are basically disks. Now, in this video, I make the leap, and I'll show you in a little while that he drew sort of a picture of it, where it's like a bowl underneath, if you will. Well, why don't I just show you now? Why describe it? So here it is. So you're looking at this. There's inner Earth right there. There it is, right there. You see it? And these are disks, but they're not discs. They're not flat. Okay, there is a bowl underneath, and as he describes it, it's more like a boat, so that if anything knocks into it or anything, it rights itself. Okay, because we're in torsion fields. We're not in an atmosphere like they've been telling us. It's a torsion field. It's something different. The whole entire atmosphere. And something tells me it changes and shifts as you get out into other areas of space, but who knows? I'll let Christian answer that. So back to this. So through this Gateway 10, well, they came in, I don't know whether they came through this great Gateway 10 or not, but these reptilians were created, they're not organic. They were bred at some time in some place that we don't know. They were created for some purpose, maybe food or something. I don't know. I have no clue. I'm just guessing. And so anyway, they're inorganic, okay? And basically the only way they know how to survive, I guess, is to just conquer and take and eat. Okay. That's all they really know. That's their main goal. So everybody says how brilliant they are. Well, they're just trying to survive, and they steal all the information they need to do that. They've got no boundaries. They just eat, and that's it. They destroy and they conquer. So they were dumped here, and what they began to do was take over these other planets, okay? And they started putting foot soldiers, creating foot soldiers. What are those foot soldiers? They're the Greys. So the Greys, each one has different kinds of Greys. And they are the reptilians' foot soldiers. And each planet also has a black sun, I think. I don't know. We'll have to ask Christian about that. But they started building out an army here, okay? And they started building us, Earth. Now you notice there's not just a little black dot on Earth. It's a great big section. So this is Earth, right? And there's like, this is the firmament, but it's not a natural thing. It's lenses that have been placed over. And by the way, they've done this throughout the entire solar system. And I just found a video on, I forgot what the name of this channel is. It's Soul something. I'll share it in my next video. And I actually downloaded the video, so I'll share it in my next video, where they're saying the moon has a shell or something over it, and there's something else behind it. So it's all very interesting. But these are the domes, and inside of these areas are other species, and they get to live with all the clean air and all of that stuff. So they built these barriers, and in between these barriers are ice walls. Let's get, this is going to turn to mush, but it'll suit my purposes. It's larger. So this is us, Earth, and the dome is on top of it. But there's like a plasma screen or something like this. I don't know. We'll have to ask Christian. So I shouldn't even be trying to fill in these gaps. But as I understand it, this is an environment that's totally different. Beyond this is an environment that's totally different from what's inside here, inside the dome. And this dome includes a series of lenses and plasma and stuff. And remember, there's plasma beings out there. Anybody who doubts that, I think that's what's in that missing 411 Hunter video. It's a plasma being, or else it's got holographic abilities to reflect everything around it, something like that. But there are plasma beings, and the super soldiers talk about them. It's just another form of life. And so this is a plasma screen. I mean, they've known about this forever. So this is supposedly some kind of plasma screen that they freeze. I haven't gotten that part straight. But he'll explain it when we can get a good connection. And I'm not sure what this is either. And maybe this is a portal or something. I'm not sure. And I don't want to speak on it if I'm not sure. So anyway, that's what I've gotten from this. Okay? I'm not sure what this is either. If it's just another planet. But all the planets are the disks. And so let's move over here. And this is basically this blown up. So all the planets are like this. They have a portal here to inner Earth. And this is the black sun. And he says it's feeding negative energy into. So it looks like all these other ones have it. Collecting negative energy from Earth, what's happening here and other planets, I don't know. But that's what it's for, this black sun. And if you remember down in Antarctica, where they were all around this thing, they have images of the black sun. And the black sun is Orion. So this is somehow all connected to Orion, which he keeps saying in this video that he's going to, freak Ryushin out, because he keeps saying Ryushin is really pretty spot on, but there's some places that need filling in. So this is probably one of those places where the black sun is actually getting negative energy from the Orion constellation or star system or whatever, which is a satanic negative. It's totally reptilian controlled. And again, they just destroy, eat. They want me. They come out, they want to eat, they want to destroy, they love it, they vibrate with it. So it's completely opposite from our biology. It's inorganic. they don't have the ability to really reproduce. Although I have heard something about reptilian eggs being in a castle, Balmoral or something. So we don't know whether that was an experiment or not. But anyway, back to this. So you've got inner Earth here, and it's inhabitable and it's huge. And here is the dome. So this plasma screen has blue in it. And that's why our skies are blue. That's what Christian's saying, I think. But if you notice, a lot of times when I look up at the sky, I always think it's almost like somebody's painting a sky, because the planes come and they do their thing, and then the sky forms accordingly. And I've been paying very strict attention to the skies. And there's a lot of weirdness going on up here. This plasma screen gives them the ability to create holograms, huge holograms up in the sky. So it's a construct. They did it. It's not natural. It's not supposed to be there. So I don't even think anything's supposed to be on top of these things. And I want to ask Christian, do all of them have domes? So that's all interesting question. But all these house the Greys. This is where the Greys are. They inhabited, they were seeded with these Greys, and they keep making different kinds with different species. That's why the Greys are all different. Some of them are worse than others. And I don't know where the benevolent Greys came from, but it'd be interesting to find out. So anyway, and I don't think there's that many, like one or two benevolent Greys. So in here, there's ice walls here. Here's the ice walls like in the Podesta cake. Ice walls. And there's a whole nother atmosphere here in between these ice walls. And I don't know whether the elite go to whether these reptilian elite spend time in here or what, because it's not in here where we are, where we're being gassed and poisoned and hit with negative vibrations. And this says black sun, right here. So that's pretty much the basics of what I've been able to cull from all of this. If you go back here, you can see there's portals that have been closed. I think I don't know whether these portals are open, but you see how they're all connected to this system of Greys, so the Greys can come here and do what they're ordered to do. And with the black sun, I don't know whether they get those orders from Orion or not. But I don't know about you guys, but this is totally fascinating to me. I've been looking for something that's in between round Earth and flat Earth. Well, what does that look like? And also inner Earth. You have to consider inner Earth. Well, there it is. This is answering this is that puzzle piece, that weird puzzle piece. It has to meet certain specs, and it fits. And until I find something that fits better, I want to know everything I can about this. Not only that, I feel like in many ways I'm being urged on to listen to him and to try to figure it out this way, because this is the only thing that's making any sense with all the just all of this information that's coming out towards us. I feel like if you can just readjust your central core of knowledge and let go of everything that you've learned and start to build a base of knowledge that makes sense with what's happening now, because it's obvious we've been deceived, we've been lied to. So we're like floating out in the ocean without a raft here. This is a raft, and you can grab onto it. And yeah, sure, it's completely different from what we know, but that's what we're looking for. We're looking for something that's completely different from what we know, but it makes sense in this world, this crazy upside down world. Well, this makes sense. Where are all these gray things coming from, and why are they all different? Well, this answers that question. What is the significance of the black sun? Why do they worship it? Well, this answers that question. So it's a method of control. These are all control mechanisms. And I would suggest to you, this has helped me a lot in my ascension process. And I'm going to suggest this to people that it resonates with. If you can look at every thought that you have, it doesn't matter what it is. They're trigger points, and they're planted into you your whole life, okay? Through films, through your family relationships now, because they're controlling that too. Everything. So you've got family members that are trigger points. You've got movies that are trigger points. You've got lines in movies that are trigger points. You've got all kinds of people acting out trigger points. Look at these Black Lives Matter and these Antifa people. They're out there just poking with trigger points. So whenever you have a thought that pisses you off or somebody pisses you off and you're going, hey, they're a dope. Yeah, they are dopes. You're right. You're 150,000% correct, ma'am, sir. The question is that what you want to be focused on? Because it's a device. It's part of this system. It's part of this whole system. It's a device to keep your vibrations low and to keep you focused on all of the negative things around you. They create these negative things, so we'll focus on them. It's a device to distract you and get you to lower your vibrations. Don't fall for it. Look what's happening here. And if any of this is even remotely true, which in my opinion, this is resonating really strongly with me, then this is just, negative thoughts cannot be allowed in, okay? They cannot be allowed into your brain. It's a trick. I mean, to twist it around and see it in perspective. But if you look at it as a device, and I have one person, in my life that I am absolutely furious with, and I don't know if I'll ever be able to forgive this person. And so that is a trigger device. This is what I realized through listening to Christian 21. It's not even him. He has nothing to do with it, the person that I'm talking about. He has nothing to do with it. It's not about him. It's not about who he is or how fucking stupid this person is. Okay, jeez, can you feel the angst in my voice? Can you see how I'm being triggered by even talking about this person who, I was friends with for a long time, and now I realize is no more than an ape, okay? I can't say enough bad things about this person. And if I think about it too much, it'll drive me insane. So you see where I'm going with this? It's a device. It has nothing to do with him. It's focusing on something that happened 8 years ago in 2015, okay? So we're 7 years in, we're already, this is ancient history. And so why does it continue to bother me? Because there's no way you can explain this stuff to people, and it keeps coming back as a device, as a trigger point. And it's the same thing that they do to their MK Ultra victims. They're triggered by this stuff. They are programmed. They're running programs. They're running programs on me right now. Certain things in my life made my vibrations lower to an extreme. So that somehow they latch onto that and they reactivate it. And you help them by thinking about it. You got to just stop it in its tracks cold. Okay, trigger device. No, it didn't work this time. And a lot of times, the universe helps me. What happened the other day? Something so funny. The Aninga. I was looking at my window thinking, okay, I'm being triggered. I need something. And right about that time, the Aninga came flying down onto the fence post, which it never does. It's too big. And I'm like, what the hell is that big bird doing on that little fence post? And it was trying to balance itself and everything. And I just got totally distracted by this enchanting little thing that happened. I just decided, this fence post isn't for me. And it went over to the dock. And proceeded to scout for birds. But I don't know what that was all about, but it was just enough. And all it takes is the aroma of coffee or to go to the window and look out and see what a beautiful day, to be so lucky you have the house that you have and all of these other things. So that's my ascension suggestion. It's working for me. And look, if all of these things and if there's something there that is either sending up bad vibrations into here or collecting them from Orion and sending bad energy up here, he talks a little bit about it in this video. So enjoy this interview. I've called it, what do you say? Cobbled it together. That's what I've done. I've cobbled it together. I left a little bit of each time we got thrown off just to prove that it happened. And also, sometimes it's pretty funny. And I talk in between. So anyway, enjoy the show. And I hope this resonates with you guys because I'm going to do more of it. If it doesn't resonate with you, just don't watch it. Or if you want to watch it and you're open-minded enough to watch it and file it and say, well, okay, because anything's possible at this point. So after this interview, if you want to call it that, this experience, I'll be signing off and wishing you a happy Tuesday. So Gateway 10, I want to know about Gateway 10. And I know it's a portal. And can you explain about Gateway 10, Christian?
Right. Gateway 10 is
it's artificial, correct?
Was a huge, yeah, it's artificial. It's a huge team effort from different alliances from other galaxies, yeah, for basically to the highest realm. We've already been there, yeah. Even the 78%, yeah, their knowledge is
Did I tell you we were having technical difficulties?
Like different advanced things on there. Now, what's going on now at the moment? Space Force, Galactic Alliance, and a load of them are coming through all these discs, taking out all the occupied reptilians bases. Yeah, they've done it. They're just coming here. They're not far from us. Yeah, and I'll tell you what, 3-4 weeks time, the 78% and after the 20% ain't gonna know what's hit them. But when they come flying in here and meet up with what's above us already, yeah, this is where it's gonna all go like quite. See these portholes, these vortexes here. Can you see where I've scribbled them out?
Yeah.
Well, when the reptilians come in, straight away they want the Earth because it's the most resourceful. Yeah. So they shut all them down and they made their own negative wormholes here, look. So they can come in and out for all these discs and everything, yeah? But that's the reason why it was only 1800 at first, because they only needed 1800. And the first thing they done when they came in here, yeah, the first thing they done was open up a portal to the cell, getting into it. My connection, no, everything's working here.
So that weird thing is happening again. Oh, brother. It's a good thing I'm recording this because nobody would believe it. Nobody. Hey, if you get cut off, just come back onto the meeting. I'm just going to keep recording it because you're frozen now. that this has never happened before. Thought it was finished. This is my life, you guys. Wow, there he goes again. I'm glad I'm documenting this because I can make a video out of it. Did you guys hear that? That was Trey Weird. Just Trey Weird. I hope he comes back because when it's flowing and I'm able to ask my questions and stuff, it's really interesting what he has to say. Excuse me. And flat earthers, you're going to like it because it does flow very close to what you're saying. Not flat, egg-shaped. Looks like egg-shaped. But there we go. Here we go. You're back.
Wow.
I know it's
everything's
weird.
good. Everything's good. I've got full internet. My thingy's on full charge. Everything's plugged in. Wow, wait. As I say, wait, listen. The last 3 years, it's gone off big time here. It's gone off rotten, right? Because they had nowhere to go. They've got a barrier been put up all around there. They had nowhere to run. Big Trump said, yeah? No one escapes. No one lives. Yeah? And he means it. Yeah? And they all took out. Yeah? Now eventually, yeah, when this is all like gone on a little bit, yeah, we'll be all taking the fight to them, yeah, to make sure, because if you're going to wipe the reptilians completely out of the system, that's the plan. It's quite a lot of them. But this here has gave other positives a little bit more confidence. So like, right, we can stand up, yeah. And they're all going, they're all taking them out all over the galaxies. Yeah, it's all going. But I'll tell you now, teenagers will be joining up Space Force in a shot like that. They will be soon. They will be joining up, yeah. Yeah, I'm not joking. Teenagers.
No, I don't think you are.
Teenagers will soon be, they will be joining up Space Force and all that sort of thing, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Malone, bless it, keep banging on about Space Force, yeah. He's right. Right. But listen, I'm going to blow Roshan away in a minute. But Earth, yeah, is a food source. It's their food source. Yeah. Listen, they even, yeah, if other demonics come along, yeah, and they get like offer them a trade, they let them come in here and take us. They let them come in and take us. Yeah. But now listen, we'll get off of this. Because I'm going to show you something big time now. Properly.
So can I summarize? The Gateway 10 was the portal. They came in, they took over all these discs.
Yeah. What they've done was, Alex is right. They did bring a load of souls.
Here we go again. I think he's saying that they brought in a lot of resources that they were able to terraform.
To set an example.
Satan? Is that you? Satan wants to get in on the conversation. He wants to stop it. Man. This never happens. This has never happened. Oh, there it goes again. No, we were talking for the longest time. And this never freaking happens. So what he was saying was that the reptilians came in. I think he was trying to say they brought out resources with them and terraformed and did things like that. But they took over everything. And then Earth was intended to be the food source, which is what we are. And that's what we are. But I want him to talk about the firmament, because that, if he comes back, this is just the weirdest thing. I've never had this happen. People pop away, they lose their connection. Sometimes they freeze. Sometimes they do a little bit of that, but geez. Oh, here he is. Here he is back again. Oh, are you going to talk about the firmament? So you were saying the part that got, now listen to me. The part that got interrupted was you saying that they came in here, but they did bring resources or terraform the planets.
Yeah.
You were saying that
Greys, you see the greys, yeah, they're just like a synthetic clone sort of thing. Basically they was made as joeys, like slaves, but they sort of like grew their own sort of mind, yeah.
Oh, so they populated the planets with the greys.
Yeah, they populated.
Oh, okay.
They populated everything with everything, yeah, as foot soldiers.
Oh, okay. Because
so
you went all demonic, like it makes this noise, like you freeze, but then this noise comes out and it goes. It's the weirdest thing. It's happened 3 times. It's the weirdest thing. But
it might be someone out. It might be something out of the system trying to block us.
That's what I think.
But I did tell you the other day, yeah.
But anyway, so I that was important. I wanted that answered. The greys. That's why the greys are here, because
the greys have got their own agenda. Yeah,
right.
They've got their own agenda, and the reptilians, they know that they've got their own agenda. Yeah. Now listen, if the reptilians have had their way, yeah, Trump and all that lot, and they all had their way, and because the Galactic Alliance had to step in. It's getting too out of hand. They had to step in and out, yeah.
Right.
If they had their way, the reptilians. You see the 1-2% who's been selling us all out, thinks they've got the golden ticket, yeah, yeah. No. They would have been killed with us after, yeah. And you see the greys, they would have took all the greys out as well, because they know they've got their own little agenda, and they don't need the greys no more. You know what I mean? They know they're just about to die out and that anyway, yeah.
Yeah.
But the other one, the other ones Alex goes on about, the articulants, you know, the little greys what look like children.
Yeah.
They leave a lot of information on the fence, yeah, for kids.
Oh, they do.
Kids. And I'll tell you who picks up the information all the time, 24/7. But they, especially if they're non-verbal, yeah, autistic and Asperger's children.
Oh, really?
Yes, because where they've been fucked up by injections, they've got metal what's broke through the brain blood barrier, and they've got mercury and aluminum and barium what's embedded in their brain cells. Yeah, this is what causes high sensory and meltdowns and all this sort of thing. Yeah, and the smashing of the head.
Oh. Uh-oh. Oh no. This is also interesting. And every time I start to get an answer, and look what happens. Look what happened. I'm glad I'm recording this, because you guys would not believe it if I was to tell you, oh, yeah, right. She's probably up there drinking eggnog or something, dancing on tables. No, see, it's happening. It's happening. This is my life, people. The other day, glass broke all around me. It was the craziest thing. That's never happened either. And now this. And I've got a thing on my thumb. It's so weird. It's like a little thing. It hurts. Anyway, so he's trying. That's what I wanted to know was about the grays. Like, what role do they play on this? Make perfect sense. See, I knew it. I'm clairvoyant. So this makes perfect sense. The grays, all different kinds of grays, I guess, are all different kinds of breeds that they came up with, and they put them on the different planets and gave them orders. And so they basically run this part of the solar system, I guess, through their grays. And he was talking about those, I don't know the name of them yet, but the ones that look like children. And Alex Collier said in my last video that those were benevolent grays, that some grays are benevolent, but they look like children. And so I'm like, how do all these different grays, I mean, where do they come from? And now I have the answer. So the grays, I guess, were created by the reptilians. I'll have to ask if he comes back. Man, this is weird. It is so weird. And I'm glad it's happening, though, and I'm glad I didn't stop recording it. So yeah, let's think about something else. Oh, there he is. So did the reptilians create the grays?
Yeah.
They did?
They're created from as foot soldiers. Yeah.
There you go.
Foot soldiers. Yeah. All these other little ones, what you see flying about and abducting, and you see the ones with the long necks and what, they're all in the same league. They're all in the same boat. They all works for them, yeah. And these are the ones what makes all the deals with the governments and all that sort of thing, yeah. And they turns up like shit in the fields, basically, yeah. They does all the crop circles and that for them and all that sort of thing. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's nuts, yeah. But,
so the firmament.
when they came here, they've re-engineered the place. They've kept a few things in place, but they put they put a couple of more lenses in, a few more lenses in, yeah. So they can take the piss out. I'm just about to tell you, yeah. I call this the world of Oz, yeah, because it reminds me of, when they're looking in the ball with the witch, and she's going, Annie M, she's going, and she, Annie M, like that. Like, she can see her, but she can't see her. She can see in, but she can't see out, because she's going, Dorothy, isn't she?
Yeah.
But Dorothy can see her, but she can't see in. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. They're showing you. They're showing you. Yeah. Right. Listen, and let me tell you, everyone. Yeah. Eric Dubai, Ken Buster, and all you other geniuses out there. Listen. We live in an optical illusion. Yeah? Optical illusion. 1, 2, 3, 4 lenses. This lens what goes over the top of us, right? Yeah? Listen, the sky ain't blue because it reflects off the water. All right? And all these other things you hear from all the scientists and all the specialists and right? No. This is a plasma screen. Yeah? At night time, this plasma screen is the most advanced technology on our planet. Yeah? It's got all little gadgets and all little sensors and nerve systems, and they can turn the sun and the moon is like a hot and cold tap. The sun, yeah, is warm and hot light. The moon is cold light. That plasma screen reacts to warm light and cold light. At night time, that gives you a little sneak view, yeah. And the only reason why it gives you a little sneak view
Oh man. This is so weird, really. Um, so it's happening again. So I'm going to sort of pick up where I think he's going because I don't know. I'm asking. I want to know. So there's this blue screen plasma thing. Supposedly they did this 6,000 years ago. That's when they were put here. And what he was saying at the beginning when he got cut off, not today, Satan. Oh, man. This is unbelievable. Anyway, what he was saying the first time was that oh, look what happened again. So what he was saying was that that they came here 6,000 years ago and they immediately started doing this jerry rigging. Like they pulled the moon in here as a station. They built this. It's not organic, this firmament thing. It's like a jail. It's like a prison where they control what we see and experience. And it's jerry rigged, and he's the way he explains it. In between these, if you're looking at the side of the diagram, and it goes semicircular. Okay, there's 3 of them on the flat surface of the earth. There's ice walls. Okay. And that's how they control it, is through ice walls. And I forgot what else he said. So anyway, then Podesta, the big one, not John Podesta, the big one who likes cake and pizza. And he had a birthday and they had an ice wall. That was the cake. And I remember thinking, what's the significance of that ice wall? And so that's what he's saying. I'm sure I'm not explaining it right. And I know it's kind of hard because he has a pretty thick accent. And anyway, I don't know if he's going to come back. So so Gateway 10 was the portal. They came here 6,000 years ago because they couldn't, this was the best place for them to survive. They couldn't survive anywhere else. And nobody knows where they came from, according to Alex Collier, the reptilians. But they were put here because this was one of the only places they would be able to survive. And they immediately started jerry-rigging the whole thing so they could take over. And I guess they started creating these grays. And there's all different kinds. I'm curious how the benevolent grays got created, because I forgot what Alex Collier said they were called, but they're not. They look like children. That's what he said. And that all of the, oh, here he is again. Okay. Oh, look, the pedo symbol is on dreams.
The more I get in depth, the more and more I get in depth. Yeah. Right.
I know, it just keeps shutting it down. Who created just real quick, who created the benevolent grays?
The benevolent grays.
Yeah, Alex Collier was talking about them, saying that they look like children.
Oh, yeah, the benevolent. I'm not sure, to be honest.
Okay. All right, that's fine. I just was curious.
You know what? When I've seen them, they're always with another positive, yeah, but a different one. So they're well liked.
Yeah.
They're really liked, yeah. They're really, like Alex said, they're really good healers. They are. They're good
well, that's
healers.
what Alex
So when you
Collier
see them
said.
films, when this is where they get the God thing from. You know, when like healing hands and all that thing. That's where they get it from. Them, yeah, because they got healing hands. Benevolence,
Wow.
like I said, they're very good healers. Yeah,
So I was
they
just,
travel. See, them benevolence, they travel miles to heal something.
well, I was just trying to explain this ice wall thing and the
Yeah,
firmament
listen,
thing.
just
See,
quick, yeah, just quick for you, Russian, as well, fella. When you look down on Earth like that, it looks like an eye. Now, listen, all of you out there now watching this. What does that look like to you?
it's like an
Look at the
eye.
black. But now look at the bottom of the disc. It looks like the back of the eye, the thingy, what connects to the brain.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Now
the,
look at wait, now at the bottom of our pole, you've got the black sun. Yeah. Now the reason for the black sun is because the reason for all the poles, yeah, on all
is
of
the
this
black sun is at the very
is
bottom
because
of
they
the
act like
page.
valves.
No.
Yeah, only are one, and that is to send up negative magnetic fields and negative. You see the northern lights.
So I think what he's saying is the black sun is down there to open up negative portals or something down there. Send up negative signals, black sun down there at the bottom. And that's where the Nazis were, and they worshiped the black sun. The Nazis went to Antarctica down there and they worshiped the black sun. He can't hear me. He can't hear me. Oh, are you back? Are you here? So weird. See, I don't think we're going to be able to do this. I really don't. Should we keep trying? That was really interesting. The black sun down there, and he was explaining how it was a negative thing. And the Nazis were down in Antarctica, and they have all kinds of images of the black sun. It's the Orion thing. And a lot of this stuff, what he was saying earlier to me was he was trying to explain this story about it's the Inky story. It's the Inky and Elil. I forgot the whole story, but it's basically the same story. ISIS and all of this has its origin in the beginning of how the reptilians got here. So that Inky and anyway, we won't talk about that because we're beyond that now. Oh, there you are. It keeps happening.
Yeah, I've told you though that nothing's going to stop it though. Nothing's going to stop it, even if it keeps, like you say, if it keeps coming back in, nothing will stop it. Yeah, because it's got to be said. It's got to be. Listen. I don't know how I come across you all out there, but let me just tell you, I
It's
can't
the
remember
black
the last
sun.
time. I can't remember the last time I was wrong.
Okay, the black sun is that dot down at the bottom. That's it. Okay. And
The negative charge.
what were you saying about that? Because that's when it all went bad.
The black sun is like a negative charge. Yeah, it's like all these. Yeah, have got like the right magnetic fields and oxygens and that all coming up. That's why they calls it the tree of life and that. Yeah, it's got all the right stuff pumping in. But you see, on some, I think it might be on this, but on this, the reason why you've got like different realms is because in each realm is different magnetic fields and different oxygens for different seeds, different beings, yeah, of what they need, basically. Yeah, so you might have different gases, different oxygens, and magnetic fields in each realms. So whatever entity or being is in that realm, they can breathe. Yeah.
But
now,
hold
in a
on,
minute,
hold on. Is this for a food source? Is this like a garden?
no, no, these first two realms, yeah, ain't food source. The
Okay.
middle, yeah,
It's just
we
us.
are in, we are in a a fridge cage, yeah.
Okay.
Now, pole shifts, ice age, yeah, all the ways they tell you all happened, bullshit. They do it. See that plasma screen, yeah, they can freeze all that. Now listen, you know this big cold period, what we're going to have coming in and that, and all
Yeah.
these things is going to cause it, and it's going to happen like this and that. No, 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 no. They're going to freeze it because when the reptilians put that one in, yeah, they because I was so confident it was never going to be removed. Yeah, it's the right bastard to move. Yeah. So what they're going to do is offend what
It's so interesting. So there's other species in the other two realms. And I want to know, are they separated by ice walls? Because I think that's what he was telling me before. Man, I'm going to have to edit this. It'll be like my hurricane video. I edited a lot of that out. It's almost like it's almost like a singing. I knew that was going to happen. Anyway, so back to the lesson that we're trying to get, and somebody doesn't want us to hear it. Gateway 10 is the portal to Earth and to our galaxy, and there are other portals, but this one is supposedly really important. This is where they came through and put these reptilians here because it was the only place that they could survive with so they put them here 6,000 years ago. Somebody dumped them here. So they immediately began jerry-rigging our galaxy, and creating these gray things and putting them on different planets, which are actually discs. And he showed you which each disc goes down like that. So it's like an egg. I was just going over what you were saying, and then I see the shape of that disc. It's the disc on top, but with the dome, and then the underneath part, it's kind of egg-shaped. Because the dome is on it.
Yeah, a little tiny. But don't forget the bottom bit, do cut them down out a little bit, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like the bottom, it's like the bow, the bottom of a boat, yeah, to counterbalance in the field, yeah, just in case if something did come past and it is because this was all running good. This was all running good for a while. You know what I mean? And just they came in. Listen, there weren't no fallen angels. Everyone, yeah. This bastard came charging in here like Billy the Kid. Yeah, I ain't kidding you. He came in here like Billy the bloody Kid. Yeah, ransacked all these. Yeah, destroyed one of them to set an example and sucked all the souls of that with all the others they got from the other galaxies because they was gonna proper fill this middle one up. Yeah, overpopulate us. They said, you know what I mean? We ain't probably it's massive. Yeah, but fill this up because it was the condition. All right, will do as you say, don't eat us, yeah, make sure you get your food source created quick time. I mean, they did do it quick time, yeah, but what they do, see all our history timeline, it's all bullshit. Roman Empire, dinosaurs, listen, I think only three of them existed. They were trillions on dinosaurs, Jurassic Park films and all that. Yeah, I think only 3 or 4 of them existed. Yeah, and they only existed as a food source at first. Yeah, and and yeah,
Look, we're not going to stop doing this. We have the power to edit. Lizard people. Don't want you to know about this. So they jerry-rigged it. It's a construct. Alex Collier talks about it. The construct. He talks about the entire universe being a construct. And also, Christian 21 said something about the bottom like a boat. He compared it to a compass, like that the planets have this bottom like a compass. So if something does come by, it's balancing, out. Now I want him to say that again. And I also want him to tell about when the firmament comes down, what we're going to see. Look at this. They don't want it to happen. Again, I'm clairvoyant. I should be doing sessions and seances and things. I know what's going to happen before it happens. Can you believe it? So, yeah, he was really talking about some interesting stuff. And it kind of shatters your whole world unless you're a flat earther. And see, I did a bunch of videos about flat earth. And I knew it wasn't flat. And there's been a lot of different things put out there, but this is so close to being flat with the firmament and everything. But the firmament is artificial. And also, I thought he said that Gateway 10 was artificial, that it wasn't an organic portal. It was an artificial portal. And the planets are disks. I want to know, I don't think all of them have a firmament over them though. And I want to find out what he has to say about that. And of course, he's explaining this firmament thing and what he's going to say about the different they keep destroying everything and then it comes back as another culture, but it's all the same people. It's all, I was just explaining like where you let off, where they keep coming back and they keep coming back because they keep destroying everything and then they come back, but it's the same people, it's the same souls that come back.
Yeah.
And that's what we have now. We have
see that white, look, let me just tell everyone about the white. You see the white light trap when you die?
Oh, yeah, the white light trap. Yeah.
Right? That white light, yeah, is an amnesia vortex. That is grey reptilian technology. This is the same technology they use to abduct people out of their houses. Yeah. You know, when they say, don't look at the light, don't look at the light. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That, when you die, 9 times out of 10, all souls will go, wow, the light. That will suck you in, draw you into that light, into the amnesia vortex, and you go out and in, and you're none the wiser, right? And you just go again, you go again, like that.
Listen,
boom, boom, boom.
These super soldiers talk about it all the time. They wipe memories all the time. Yeah. And they even do it en masse, like to us, like the, what do you call it? The Mandela effect, where they've like wiped all of our memories or something. But anyway, so you were saying.
Some of the souls here are only just from this, from the some of the souls are, yeah, only just from here, right? But most of them, like Alex said, when they first got started, because don't forget they have to keep these lots sweet, keep to the deal. Not mean for this, while they gradually, slowly starting to take liberties. They won't take liberties straight away. Yeah, don't forget these people live for thousands of years as well. Yeah, they're patient. Yeah, they're very, very patient. But gradually, that's all set up for them now anyway. Yeah, their main concentration now is to basically infiltrate this place. Yeah, listen, they even made look like a knife from the top.
I feel like the reptilians are bending his voice waves to say something to all of us. I feel like the reptilians are trying to hijack the vibrations of his voice and make it into something else. What's going on? Anyway, this would be so interesting if this wasn't happening. So, yeah, he was talking about that all of these people. Oh God, I wish that he didn't keep getting interrupted. Look, he can't hear me talking. I knew that was going to happen. So, what he was talking about was, it's so interesting. I hate it that he's getting cut off like this. It's really annoying. Anyway, what he was saying was that these souls that are doing this, these entities that are coming down here, these reptilian things, that they keep wrecking everything, you know, like they'll come down here and they'll just crash everything out, burn everything out. And then they die too, but they don't die. They know how to manipulate their own souls. That's what the freaking pyramids is, some of that where they're saving the skulls and the teeth and the stuff like that, the mummies and all that. That's for to save their DNA so they can jump into another clone and come back as the, you know, Phoenicians or something. I mean, every era and every religion has this inky and I don't know the story. It's the Isis and you know, it's that whole Osiris and Isis story where the father becomes the son or the son becomes the father. Anyway, it's based, I guess, on this whole reptilian war and how it got started between father and son. Anyway, I was going back over that whole thing. And also, you got cut off at such an interesting part. And we were talking about the souls and how the culture and how they keep destroying everything, and then but just, you know, saving their DNA and then coming back.
Do you know what the real? Do you know what a soulmate is? You know when it says, "Oh, I found my soul." Do you know what a soulmate is? A soulmate are two souls from the same constellation.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and they just so happened, yeah, and it happens like one out of 10, like yeah, it could do. You know what I mean? Like I think I've seen a few of mine like just like zip like past me. I think I have. Yeah.
Can you say that thing about everybody you think is dead is alive and everybody you think is alive?
Yeah. Everyone. It's funny because you mentioned it the other day. Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah.
He's been here years. That
Really?
man been here years. And the Kennedys, and the Trumps, and the Teslas. And I think there's about 9. There's not as many no 13 bloodlines, and you've got the 26 above them. Yeah. There's not so many positive families there, but the positive families are like genius. Like, so there's like 9, 10 positive families here, yeah. That's all they need here to outwit 26, 13, 39. Yeah, 39 families can't outwit these 9. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
like listen, Trump, yeah, is the master quantum physics like, scientist on the planet. And the Japanese fella who he knows in Japan, yeah, is who's traveling.
Damn it. Okay, we can't keep doing this. I have to end this. So I am going to end this meeting. So I'm going to end this and explain it to him in an email. He can't hear me. And this has just been the weirdest thing ever. And this is Deplorable McAllister, and we'll be back.